of incredibly small vibrating objects called strings. The way they vibrate determines the different subatomic particles that make up the universe. It hasn't been proven, but it would unify two great theories of physics that don't currently fit together: quantum physics and the theory of relativity.
We are now at the threshold of perhaps one of the greatest revolutions in the history of science, a theory of everything, a theory which would explain the Big Bang, the formation of the galaxies and the planets, the creation of the Earth.
And according to string theory, there is far more to the universe than you imagine.
We physicists are now grappling with the fact that there could be a multiverse. There could be many universes. There could be an ocean of bubbles percolating all the time, each bubble representing an entire universe.
For Kaku, it means chances are we're not alone. In fact, we may be in the middle of a much larger extraterrestrial civilization.
There are 100 billion galaxies that are inside our visible universe. Each galaxy in turn contains about 100 billion stars. Well, you do the math. The fact that the probability of intelligent life in our visible universe is very close to 100%.
Kaku says theoretically we should have contact with life far more advanced than our own. Those who can travel light years between stars and universes at will. But how would they get here? Maybe through a phenomenon like a wormhole, a shortcut through space and time, linking one location or time with another, connecting parts of the universe that are not normally connected.
Everybody knows that a straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. However, now, fold the sheet of paper. Bring these two dots together in the third dimension, and then you begin to realize that a wormhole is a shortcut.
But even if we knew wormholes existed, could you travel through one?
Perhaps the radiation is so intense that it will kill us. Perhaps the wormhole will close before we can get in. But you cannot discount the possibility that in the universe, an intelligent species has already mastered this technology.
Okay, so assume there are multiple universes with intelligent life forms far more advanced than our own. If they're out there, why aren't they here? Or are they already?
Believe it or not, there are physicists who believe that perhaps there are other universes, perhaps in your own living room. They're invisible, but they could be hovering just inches in front of our noses. Now think about that. And a civilization millions of years more advanced than ours may not have to have clunky UFOs and flying saucers. Perhaps they could build a gateway between two parallel universes, a wormhole, and simply hop across between worlds.
If they came here, Kaku says you wouldn't recognize them.
Erase every single science fiction movie you've ever seen. They may have, for example, a merger of silicon and carbon. Their spaceships, for example, may be part living. Their spaceships may use nanotechnology, the technology of atoms themselves. We must expand our consciousness about the possibilities of technologies millions of years ahead of ours.
So, Dr. Kaku, what would you say to people who might think that this is sort of wonky science? I mean, is there real science to this?
I think there is. There is the giggle factor. Scientists tend to giggle when they hear about UFO sightings and stuff like that. But I'm a scientist. We have to be fearless.
That's why Kaku says it's time for scientists to start taking some UFO sightings more seriously.
We like to look at new kinds of phenomena. And if we're honest to our profession, then we would have to say that remaining 1% deserves serious scientific study. If, for example, someone says they've been abducted and forbidden experiments have been performed, well, possibly, but show me some alien DNA. Then we have type 3.
But Kaku believes evidence for string theory will come in the next few years. If there's any proof, it multiplies the theoretical possibility that intelligent life is out there and can reach us.
If we were ever to make contact with another intelligent species, that would be the greatest, most pivotal event in the history of all civilization. It would change everything.
But before we get a handle on other civilizations, it might be best to figure out how to keep this planet going for a while longer. And a big step towards that end is finding a viable energy solution for Earth's huge energy appetite. Researchers at the University of Rochester are doing just that by trying to harness a nuclear reaction.